I would laugh my ass off if she ended up in the pond. You're really excited, right? Yeah, you're like super excited.
Trying to keep my excitement at bay. Actually, I'm trying to keep the nervousness at bay.
Yeah.
Probably should have taken some anti-anxiety drugs first.
Yeah, right. Do you
Actually,
happen to?
I'm not that anxious.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I fell off my bicycle in front of James and them, just trying to get off the bike?
Yeah.
Seems I'm not
about right. Yeah, we know. Today she'll probably be working mostly with first gear, learning how to take off. She might be able to start shifting and kind of balance and everything else. So just basic balance stuff, and we'll see what happens. Basic takeoff and balancing and steering and stuff. All right, so let's pull the bike out here a little bit.
I should probably do that, right? I haven't even done that much.
Never even moved it?
No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, remember? You told me like you have to use the brakes to stop it, but that's the extent.
Just broke this today. Like just this morning I was trying to tighten it and snap it off. I Hulk smashed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So that sucks. The bike was perfect before that.
Okay, this is an explanation of the bike. You're teaching me.
This
You're gonna
is your-
lose my interest really quickly if you don't get to it quickly.
Jeez, teaching your wife things. It's like, it's the best thing. It's the best thing in the world, I swear. Every man should do it. It's not, you gotta be careful too. There's a real fine line between mansplaining and mansplaining. It's all mansplaining, really. Okay, so this is your front brake right here. This is your front brake. Here's your throttle, okay? That makes the engine go room room. That's like your right foot, except for now it's your right hand.
There's no no foot controls?
There are foot controls. Your rear brake is here. It's this guy.
It's not a handle?
Nope, not a handle. That's your clutch.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is the bog standard motorcycle right here.
That's normal?
Yep, all normal. And this is your clutch here. So this is how you take off. You pull it in, that disengages the rear wheel from the transmission or motor, if you will, and letting it out engages.
Yes, I know how a clutch works.
Yeah, because I trained you.
We had one discussion and I blew your mind with how much I actually already knew.
Because I taught her.
No.
No. Yeah, you were like from the last time you taught me. Okay. Yeah, she knows everything actually.
Well, that's not true either.
So, first gear is down from neutral. Neutral is in between first and second gear. It's a half click.
Seems
I know it's
like
not
not very good.
That's bog standard for motorcycles. So first gear is there, second gear is there, and then third, and then fourth.
Love.
All right, okay.
So
I'm
down
just
for
showing you.
one
Down
and
for
then
one.
up for all others?
Yep, and then it goes up to 6.
Okay.
So you'll have 5 shifts to get back down to 1.
Is there anything that tracks that so you know what gear you're in?
Nope. Just kind of know. You'll figure it out one time. Today, you're going to be learning clutch control and taking off. A couple things you need to know about controls. If you're not in neutral and you go to put the kickstand down, it'll kill the bike. It's a safety feature so that you don't have the kickstand down while you're trying to ride.
Is that what happens if you kill it? I mean, obviously it stops running, but is there anything else negative? Like, does it hurt the motor eventually?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just a safety so that for that purpose, if your kickstand's down, weird shit can happen.
So then how do you know if you're sitting there and the bike's running and you're ready to turn it off and put the kickstand down or whatever? How do you know if you're in neutral?
It has that's the one indicator that it has. This bike is really nice because it has a lot of bikes that don't even have a neutral indicator, but it says right here, and it's hard to see when it's backlit, but you can see it kind of light up. We're gonna get you on the bike and then we'll go over controls with you sitting on the bike.
Let's do that.
It's gotta tell me how to do everything.
Oh
Yeah, she's got man pants on there. They're goofy as shit.
Actually,
Yeah?
women are spending all this money on shapewear, and this shit has my fupa hella snatched. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be the new,
Yeah.
new,
Did you just fart?
no.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Okay. I thought I heard a fart.
No, it's my man
Now
pants.
she's farting again.
It's my man pants on the seat.
I guess let's start with, let's see if you could just figure some stuff out that I haven't pointed out yet. Where is your blinker?
This.
Yep. All right. And so you turn it on left, and then you turn it on right, and then to turn it off,
How can you see which side it's on?
it doesn't show you what side, it just says that it's on.
Okay.
To turn it off, just press it in.
Okay.
And then show me where you think your horn is. Yay, look at that. Okay, and go ahead and turn right now your key is on, so your light is on. Go ahead and show me where your high beams are. Perfect. Low beams? All right, and we ride around on what?
High beams.
That's right, she read her book. Okay,
All the time.
that's good.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Unless there's fog.
Okay, I want you to turn.
Which you probably shouldn't be writing anyways.
Yeah, probably not. Turn your safety ignition, your safety power off.
I don't even know what that is on a regular car. So.
Okay. Well, regular car doesn't have it. It just has an ignition and it's spring loaded to start normally, right? This has on, off, and then that's a steering lock over there, but you can only do it when the steering wheels or the handlebars are all the way in full lock. So in your on position, your ignition safety is here. You shut the engine off. See, motors rotate. It's got a rotation symbol. It's got a rotation symbol and a cross there. It means off. This means on. That means that it can rotate.
What is this called again?
It's like a safety ignition.
Ignition safety.
Ignition safety.
What's the purpose of this?
And I don't know what the name is for it. I know exactly what it does. You draw you a diagram of how it works, but who knows? I'm calling it an ignition safety or safety off or whatever.
What's the purpose?
The purpose is you use it to kill the motor, especially now because this isn't killing the motor for some reason. So it does kill the headlights and the other systems, but not the motor. I didn't realize that. I don't know if I'm just now figuring that out or if it's been like that. So your run, you could probably call it your run switch as well. But if you, right now are you in neutral? Looks like that little light's glowing in there. Yeah. So you can start the bike, and let's see if you could figure that one out.
Well, this has to not be.
That's right. She
Like that.
switched it down. Good.
And then, I don't know, just turn the key.
Nope. Got a little button right here that says start.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
All right, now you're running. Now kill the motor. Safety kill. That's right. Okay. Perfect. So those are your general controls.
Does this turn any farther, or is it just off, on, and lock? Because it
It's
says
off.
ignition underneath it. So.
Yeah, it doesn't know. It's off, on,
Okay.
and lock. You can't get the lock unless the bars are in full lock position.
Okay.
So,
What's that? What's full lock position? Just straight?
yeah, this is called lock to lock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So those are your basic controls. Let's see. Go ahead while the bike, yeah.
Let me just, okay. Left, off, right, off, high, low, kill switch, and engage, kill switch, engage.
Let's just do, I think this is without the motor running. Let's do this. Go ahead and put it in first gear.
I mean, you have to go down, but do you have to engage it first?
No, right now you should always pull the clutch in. The motor's running. This is your primary safety. The first safety you should think about is here. The second one is your clutch, and really that's arguable. It could be hit this first and worry about disengaging your motor later. Depends on how powerful your bike is. You could kill this one with your brakes, no problem.
So, anyways, that explanation, just
Yeah.
pull it first or not?
Yes, pull it first.
Okay.
Now push down on it again. Does it feel like it's different?
Push on it again?
Yep.
What
Okay.
do you mean, does it feel like it's different? I'm not doing anything.
Let the clutch out and try and roll the bike. All right, you are not in first gear. It's a little harder to get into.
So how do I have to do it hard?
It's a little harder to get down. It doesn't necessarily mean to push harder. If you want to know a trick, I can tell you a trick. When the bike is not running, leave the clutch out, right? And rock the bike back and forth to get into first. And you can do the same thing to get into neutral. So push down on it and lean to your right.
But what's the purpose of leaving it out if that's not how you're gonna ride?
When your motor is running, this is important. When your motor is not running, it's not important.
But shouldn't you, for muscle memory, go through the same movements?
Yes, except for I'm just trying to get you into first gear right now. So leave it out, put some pressure down on it and rock the bike. There you go, there's first. Okay, now pull your kickstand up, you just kick it back like that. Perfect. And I should probably get further away. I'm probably doing a horrible job at doing this. So right now, try and move the bike without the clutch and just try and push it. It's stuck, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, grab the clutch. Now move it. Now slowly let the clutch out until it starts to lock up. There you go. Find that point. You notice that this is traveling like that far, right?
Find what point?
Keep pulling it in until you can move it. Keep pulling it a little more. Now you can.
What am I trying to do?
You're trying to find the release point. The clutch is, remember, the clutch is not an on-off device. It's meant to be slipped a little bit for taking off.
I understand, but what am I trying to accomplish?
The
release point, but what is the release? What?
It's the point at which you're actually gripping and you're transmitting power from your motor to your rear wheel.
So the release point is where you transition to then using the throttle to go?
Yeah, that is your release point when it actually starts to grip, or you could call it a grip point if you want. That's when your clutch materials actually start to come together and they grip each other. The friction causes them to spin together. So, remember when I described it to you like plates spinning, and then if you put a lot of pressure against them, they seize up? Mm-hmm. So that's what you're doing. You're finding the point of how much pressure before it starts to seize up.
Okay, so I can move it right now, and then when it starts, that's when I would then start doing throttle.
Yeah, exactly.
Not pulling the brake, but with the wrist. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So then,
Yeah, go ahead and go a little, get some distance while you're moving, and then see where that releases at. There you go. You can kind of roll downhill, pedal along, release. See,
that's too much.
It's out here. It's way out here. I think you should probably throw a helmet on so we can start it up.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man, look at you picked out a really nice helmet.
My man pants and my Barbie helmet.
Oh Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You remember how the little buckle thingy works?
Yeah. Although I probably will need help getting it in.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Look at you. You look cute, actually. She looks like a fucking bobblehead. What do you want to do next? I think you're ready to start using the clutch a little bit.
I'm nervous now. Like, that made me more nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
I just wanted you to go ahead and throw your leg over it. Get back on her.
I don't feel confident that if I need to stop, I'll be able to stop and put my feet down and not have it fall on me.
Jump off. And hopefully it doesn't come to that. We're gonna, maybe we should start with you sitting in the front and me behind you.
I did think about that, yeah.
I think you would be, we're bottom the shit out of this bike. It'd be so bumpy. We'd straight be Dumb and Dumber.
Okay, so neutral is a baby up.
Yep. Now, let's go ahead and start it up. You're verified in neutral and good to go. There we go. All right. So, let's practice that clutch feel, just like I was doing a little bit ago.
With it in.
You gotta put it in gear, but since the motor's running, this is king right here. So go ahead and pull your clutch in.
Don't you think I should practice the brake first?
Sure. I'd like to see you roll it and grab that front brake.
Without anything
Yeah,
happening?
waddle as fast as you can. Waddle, waddle, waddle. It's pretty good. And what did she do with her left hand? She didn't pull the clutch in, but that's okay.
Oh.
Now do it and pull your clutch in first. Waddle, waddle, waddle. There you go. That's great. That's looking awesome.
Oh, waddling is hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. All right, loves. So leave it running and go ahead and just waddle yourself forward and try the brake. See, it is waddling. It's gonna rev a little bit, but and go ahead and do that yourself. There you go. You're a badass. Look at you. Go ahead and rev it and play with it so you're not afraid of it. Go ahead. Waddle, waddle. Find your brake. There you go. So you're gonna have.
I think I need to practice doing it more gentle. Okay, go ahead. Anyways, next thing.
Yeah. So do you want to actually practice just finding your brake?
Okay. Probably. So you think that's a good plan?
Yeah. Go ahead and shut it off.
With this thing?
Yep. That's how you kill it. Well, let's try this first. Go ahead and start the bike up. You gotta find your neutral.
Oh,
That's an important thing.
it's in neutral.
And you're in neutral. Okay, good. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Good. Okay, go ahead and start it on up.
Why is it not?
Oh, because we tilted it over? Just give it a little throttle when you try. Let go. He's riding the starter.
Sorry.
You're fine. So yeah, let's go ahead. You got your kickstand up. Go ahead and pull your clutch in and put it back in first gear. You got
but
this.
what am I going to do after that?
You're gonna hold your brake first,
Yeah.
and then all you're gonna do right now is put it into gear after you pull the clutch in. You pull the clutch in, put it in gear,
And then what?
and you're
And then
gonna
just try to pull it
and then
out?
you're gonna sit there until I give you further instruction. It's a little touchy, yeah. There you go.
So brake, then clutch.
Yeah, you got your brakes engaged. Go ahead and pull your clutch in and try and get it in first gear. All right. Now the bike is hot. You're ready to take off if you release this.
I don't want to go anywhere.
I know you don't. So right now, hold the clutch really hard, or the brake, sorry. And what you're gonna do is you slowly release this. The bike's not gonna go anywhere because you got the front brake, unless you gun it. Unless you seriously gun the throttle, do something crazy, but you should be fine. So go ahead and you don't have to be afraid. Go ahead and release this with your fingers, nice and gentle, and you'll hear the engine start to die. Keep going, you're fine. You got that brake held.
It's like all the way out.
No, it's not. There you go. You see how the bike started to want to go a little bit?
I mean, barely, but
Yeah. So just keep doing that a little bit. We could care less about the clutch in this thing. It's already not the best in the world, so keep doing it.
I am. I'm just going slow.
Yeah, you're doing good.
And I'm trying to hear it. 'Cause I can't really feel anything.
Yeah, you don't really feel it with this clutch.
How many times I can do this?
Until you could Release it really fast right to that point, and then show me that you're there.
Okay.
Not really. That was better.
So I'm almost trying to kill the bike.
Yeah.
Can you give me like a thumbs up or something if I'm doing it right?
Keep doing it. No, that was bad. That was bad. Go ahead and kill the bike.
This?
I don't know, you tell me. There you go.
I just didn't know if there was something else I was supposed to do first.
Well, generally you'd put it back in neutral first.
Oh, we'll see.
It's okay. You're fine. You just want to tell me. Let's see if you know what your safeties are. Your first
Got it.
safety, you got neutral?
Yeah.
Love fucking high five. Okay, so your first safety is, I always say it's going to be your clutch, so you can get away, you can separate the motor from your rear tire, and then it's your brakes. You got the clutch in, you don't have to worry about what the motor's doing, but if you're not, you know, you might over rev the motor or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But you're, you know,
Excuse me.
go ahead.
Panic, panic, panic.
Yep. Exactly. And when you start rolling, it's actually here. It's down there. That's your rear brake. That's your front.
Yeah, go.
And we'll yeah, you could go over or wash out. I think you're ready to start practicing you know, your takeoffs. So, do you want me to demonstrate a couple of things first?
I know you want to, so sure.
Or do you want to just go ahead and do it?
I don't really care.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it. If you end up falling down, ground's pretty hard, but it's not concrete, so that's good.
I really don't want to fall down.
I think you're gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and start the bike back up. For now, you're gonna keep your, because she's also not very good at,
Not graceful.
she's not great. I'm gonna have her keep her legs down. I know that's not right for training, but I'm gonna have her keep her legs down just so she gets a feel for the clutch and stopping. And when she's got that mastered, she can pull her legs up and do the same thing. So for now, it's gonna be that. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I keep my legs down.
Yep. They always say don't ride with your feet down, but
Yeah,
that is important. But for now, keep them down. It's like training wheels. So.
I can use some training wheels.
Yeah. So go ahead. You're gonna go ahead and try and move the bike forward by slipping the clutch. You don't even have to give it any throttle. Just bring it out to the point to where it wants to start grabbing, and let the bike roll forward. And I will walk next to you while the bike's rolling forward. And then when you go to stop, what do you do?
Clutch.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. I think you're ready.
I don't feel very ready.
I know you don't. All right, good. Go ahead and release this until it starts to grab. Yeah, good job. And that's actually a technique, is you'll release it until it starts to grab, and then you kind of pull it back in a little bit and let the motor get a little bit more RPM, and you kind of feather it. But you don't really need to think about that right now. You're probably going to do it naturally. So let's just keep doing that, and I'll walk next to you. And just go ahead and release until you start to roll. If you feel like you want to give it a little tiny bit of throttle, you can, but what you don't want to do is give it so much throttle that, yeah, whiskey throttle. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
So you're fine. Just don't be afraid of it. Just let the clutch out slow and find that release point.
I don't understand
I want you to release the clutch, let the bike roll, and keep slowly feathering and releasing the clutch until you can take your hands off the clutch entirely.
Won't it kill the bike if I don't eventually touch the throttle?
No. Unless you're going uphill, but you can let this thing idle and it will just idle along like this.
Okay.
Not that fast.
I don't really. Run, David, run!
Yeah, right? You're doing, so you're basically putting along. Can you let your fingers off entirely?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now you are riding a motorcycle for the first time. Hey, good. Look, she pulled the clutch in. She knew to pull the clutch in. She's got her fingers on the brake. Yeah, that's awesome. So just do that. Right around.
Okay.
Because you don't understand steering.
Yeah, I don't. I know you're not supposed to turn the thing, but...
No, I mean, it's hard to steer. One, because you're going slow.
Yeah.
Two, because you need better balance and shifting. And three, because steering doesn't work like you think it works. And I can explain all that later, but today, you'll probably be fine where you're at with what we're doing.
Okay.
So keep doing that and work your way all the way around. First gear, you can feel free to give it a little bit of throttle if you want.
Okay.
And if you really feel confident, you can put your feet down
on the pegs.
On the pegs. The steering will come to you. Once you do like 3 or 4 trips around the field, the steering will come to you. You're gonna get, don't worry, I know it sucks, but it's the only way that you overcome everything.
It's gonna take forever.
I know, unless you give it throttle.
I know.
Okay, have fun.
Aren't you gonna run with me? You need to get your exercise in too.
I don't need any extra. I'm
Please,
sexy.
Dad.
I'm sexy.
On my bicycle, Daddy.
Yeah, no. You got this. Hey, she caught it. Good.
It's the hill.
Yep. Means you need to slip the clutch more or give it a little throttle.
Oh, I didn't know that I was supposed to still be doing it.
No, you can if you get. Normally you would never do that, but because you're where you're at, you can. You should just give it a little throttle.
I just don't want to throttle around a turn and then.
You're not gonna get whiskey throttle. You'll be fine. If shit hits fan, what do you do?
Jump off, but I don't see how I'm possibly going to be able to do that.
Well, first thing you want to try is clutch and brake. And don't hammer the brake when you go to grab it. Just be gentle with it. Right.
Okay. I don't know. I think I just want to get around once.
Come on, let's do this. Once you give it some throttle, you'll be like, oh shit, this is easy. We'll teach you shifting and everything else later.
Okay, but since I'm on a hill, don't I need to do something?
Yeah, give it a little throttle.
With the clutch in?
No, as you start to slip the clutch, go ahead and give it some throttle now. Just like.
Is it gonna do anything?
No, you got the clutch in. It won't do anything. There you go. Have a feel for that. Try to give it a little bit of throttle. A little bit. There you go. Perfect. Keep doing that.
Purring like a kitten.
Yes, it's say it again.
It's purring like a kitten.
Yes, it is. So just, that's where you want to be too. You want to like give it a little bit of throttle like that, right?
Okay.
And you got to get used to that right there. That was good. Give it some throttle, girl. You just did a great job. I know. It'll become second nature later, but that's later. That's really good. That's really good. That's what it's supposed to feel like. It's exhilarating. Come on.
That's not exhilarating.
It's terrifying. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm successful. I think we should end on a good note.
No, that's not how this works. Come on. Do a little practice. If you want me to get exercise, keep doing this and I'll just keep doing this.
Okay. Go on.
Clutch, brake. Nice.
Okay. I need a break. I made it around successfully twice. I have to tell you the most important thing.
Uh-huh.
I know more about motorcycles than you.
Oh,
Because
okay.
this is the most important thing.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Ready?
I was so grateful. Graceful.
Okay. That was like a solid hour. I feel like that was a good first lesson.